Hello, it's Two Tip Tuesday. Welcome. I am Tiffany Almazan, and I want to share with you 2 tips to create additional joy and wellness in your life because it's Tuesday. So first up, did you know that ice cubes could create additional joy in your life? Yeah, they totally can. Here's how. And this I'm resharing from a friend who gave me this tip, and I was like, hello, how did I not know this in the first place? Almond milk, cashew milk. Homemade is the best stuff. Some people add it to their coffee. I love to put it in my smoothies. Works really great to make chia seed pudding, but you only get 3 days with it when you've homemade it because it has no preservatives in it and the nuts will go bad. So what do you do, right? Ice cubes, hello. Okay, it works. I've tested it. So I made my peach smoothie and I used 8 almond milk ice cubes, peaches, and a little bit of strawberries, and it was amazing. So now you don't need to worry about having fresh almond milk in the fridge every 3 days. Now you just make additional ice cubes. How cool is that? And how perfect if you want to have an iced coffee, throw in almond milk ice cubes. Hello, now your coffee's not diluted either. Isn't that amazing? Pretty darn cool. So try it out and tell me how it goes for you. I think it's fantastic. Tip number 2, treat yourself like you do your dog. Okay, and what I mean by this is, I'll tell you a story with Nicholas. Oh, and he's right there looking at me now. So it's summertime. It's been summertime here for like a long time this year, and it was the never-ending summer, and the dogs don't get a whole lot of exercise. And plus, Nicholas had been he'd injured. He had a leg injury that kind of kept reoccurring, so he was on bed rest for quite a bit of time, and we were trying to help him out and figure out what the deal was, what was going on with it. And so he really didn't get a lot of exercise, and I've been concerned with him lately because he's lost a lot of muscle tone in his back legs. And you know, dogs, that's where their power comes from, is they're in their back legs, at least specifically this breed. And so I'm concerned because he needs that. When you feel the back legs and compared to the other 2 boys, and like, okay, this is not cool. So what do? I just say, hey, we're gonna go on a program to help him gain some muscle back. So we found some exercises online that we're gonna do with him, and just simple little things like sitting for a treat, and then he has to bop up and jump up on his back legs and get the treat. And eventually we'll get to where he can stand up, and then he can sit down and stand up while keeping his front paws up to use those back legs. So we're going to do that. We're definitely going to be playing more ball in the backyard. Now at least movement is really good. We're actually even going to go on a hike too. So there's a small mountain not too far from here. So we're just going to go. Maybe it'll be sunrise, maybe a little bit later. I don't know. But we're going to go for a hike up a hill because that's great for your back legs. And I'm excited for him. And guess what? Those things are fun. So here's the keys with it. I didn't beat him up and say, how the heck did you let this happen? Didn't you know you needed to be exercising your legs? How could you just be laying around? You know, I didn't beat him up and say he was bad, or he didn't eat the right foods, or he didn't exercise like he was supposed to. And no, I didn't do that to him. I was just like, yep, here's the problem. I've identified it. I know why it occurred, so I know how to prevent it. But now I have to go and correct it. And how am I going to do it? I can't go and say, get on the treadmill, and well, this boy would love it. But how fun is that, right? So I'm doing games with him, and he was loving it. He got some frozen peaches for a treat today because he was practicing sitting and standing up on his back legs. I'm like, and he was getting praised, and he thought it was the greatest thing in the world, and he was so happy. I thought, why don't we do that for ourselves? Why don't we just take inventory of our own bodies and say, our own health, mental, wellness, emotional, physical, and say, where am I at? What do I need to fix? What do I want to address this month, today, this week? But don't beat yourself up. Just say, hey, it is what it is. This is the case. I can see why it happened this way, or how this happened, and here's what I'm going to do to correct it. And this correcting is going to be fun. I'm going to make it enjoyable. You think you guys could do that? I think it's pretty darn cool. It's like, why do we be down on ourselves so bad. You wouldn't do that to your dog. You also wouldn't let it go on for years and years and years. Like, I'm never gonna, I mean, this has already been going on long for me, because it's been a couple months, but it's also been summertime and I couldn't do a whole lot right then, and he had an injury. Those things have cleared up, so now I can work around it. And of course, you can get up earlier in the day. We started already playing ball, getting up before sunrise, last little bit. So you can make adjustments for it once you understand the why for it, but don't let it go too long. Just be objective about it. Have fun with it. You don't need to just be so down on yourself, and all you do is make it, ugh. Who wants that? I mean, I don't want that. So there you have it. Try it out. See how it goes for you. I will definitely be posting pictures from our hike. Maybe we'll get a good view. It's got a great view over the strip. Just depends on the daylight and whatnot, So, but that's my tips for you. Make milk ice cubes and treat yourself like you do your dog. And that's this 2-Tip Tuesday. I am Tiffany Almazan, and have a fabulous day. Share joy, smile at a random stranger like you mean it. Have a great week, and I'll be back again. Bye.